I don't want to throw shorty under the bus. Like, the story time is so hard for me to make because I know in my head what I want to say, but you know, it's just like I still feel bad, even though she's definitely the one that owes me money.
I'm just gonna call my other nigga.
Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Breesh, back at it again with another video. You done know, why not cool, why not chill, why not vibe. 'Tis the season. I wanted to film a Vlogmas story time. While it's the season of giving and all, you just gotta be mindful about who you give to, because you just be out here taking and that shit will not be reciprocated. You will never get it back. I have a friend, and this friend made a friend. So we're gonna name the first friend Katie, and we're gonna name the second friend Sarah, right? Me and Katie is like super cool, like we go outside together all the time, like that's my man's, right? Katie meets Sarah through a guy that she's talking to. Basically, like the guys that they're talking to is best friends or whatever, and they take them on a little OT trip. That's how Katie and Sarah met up. And then one day we was going out to a party, and Katie was like, "Oh, Sarah finna come or whatever." And I remember talking to Sarah, and we ended up taking an Uber together. That night was a great night. Boom. Fast forward, Katie is OT, right? And Sarah hits me up. "Oh, bro, my cousin, we were supposed to go to this brunch, but she got sick. She's not feeling well, but I already have the ticket. Like, do you want to come to this event with me? Because I don't want to go by myself." Also, this is a good time to note that the guys that Katie and Sarah was talking to at the time, they was like some promoter DJ niggas. So like they be having like events and shit. So that's like all the events that we going to, it's like those events or the brand. So she's like, "Yeah, like you wanna pop out to this event with me?" And I'm like, "Oh, say that, no problem. Like, you know, I already met her, like we was cool, we had a great night. And I know that Katie's not in town, so I'm like, sure, I'll come to this event." So boom, like I'm talking to her before the event, and she's like, "Oh, we gonna be Gucci." I'm gonna name the guy that she's talking to. She's talking to a guy named Ashton. She like, "Oh, we valid. Ashton got bottles when we get there."
Psych, you thought.
The spot was like close to her house, so instead of taking an Uber there, my dad was dropping me to her house, so I just made him pick her up, and then he dropped us to the spot, right? So, boom. We get to the spot, and it's nice, I guess. It's like mad hood people outside, but it's cool. We get inside, and like the ticket gets you a brunch, so we get food, and I think you got like one mimosa. And we go, and she sees the guy that she's talking to, and I'm already like,
"That's weird.
What type of dynamic is this?" Because like like they texting each other, but like we walk right past him and like they don't greet each other. I'm like, ain't that Ashton right there? So boom, that's red flag number one for me, right? But you know, I don't really give a fuck, you know.
It's none of my business. It's none of my business. Okay.
Maybe he's working, like he's around his people. It's not the time and place, I guess.
Right.
So we get our food, we get our mimosas, we chilling, and you know the vibes start up a little bit. And when the vibe, like after like an hour into the brunch, they took away all the tables, like after most people ate, because I guess they wanted people to stand up and stuff, and you know, be lively or whatever. So they took away the tables, and I went to go get another drink, because you know, I think at the time they took away the tables, I had stood up, my drink got taken or whatever, but it wasn't a big deal. I was like, I'm about to go buy a drink, and she came with me, and when we went to go buy the drinks, I was like, "Do you want one?" Because like when I was ordering one, like I was like, "Do you want one?" And she's like, "Yeah." So obviously I just ordered two, and I paid for them, just off the strength of like she's with me. Like I wasn't really preying it like that, but to this is red flag number 2. Now, we go back where we were standing in the spot. And she's like, oh, Bree, she's like, I'm about to go see how much the hookah costs. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm there with my spliff, smoking, you know, I didn't really care. Like, and she come back and she like, oh, it's $60. And I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know, like, it was, to me, it was just like, why are you telling, not why are you telling me this, but like, I was just like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to hookah, I don't like hookah, so that was that. Then like, why 10-15 minutes later, Shorty's like, oh, Bree, you think you could get a hookah and I pay you back on Tuesday? And I'm like, I mean, like, I'm not even gonna cap y'all. I didn't even give a fuck. Like, at the moment, I really didn't care. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Like, so I went, I got the hookah or whatever. And now we there. She lit. She got a hookah, puffing, chilling. Bet. Party going on. Like, it is what it is. The party over now. Her nigga never came to interact with us. Like, by the time I ended up going back, buying myself another drink. I think maybe once or twice. Maybe once or twice. And yeah, so now the party's over, we turn on the lights, and I don't know, y'all, like, under normal circumstances, I would not care, but this really just stressed me just because of the circumstances of the night. Him and his mans is lit at this point, bro, and they got, like, unopened cases of Moet bottles and shit, and they just start busting them shits open. They just making a mess at this point, and I'm just looking like, y'all dead ass, like,
I thought you ate that.
I don't know, like, I'm just like, like, bruh. And it's not even that I cared for the liquor or anything. It was just the environment. I was like, this is all gone. Now we leaving or whatever. Well, we're not leaving. I'm thinking I'm ready to leave, and like, Shorty just sitting down comfortable. Like, the lights is on in the party and shit. And basically, this nigga Ashton come and he passed Katie, and it's like he just dropped his shit off, like his bag, his jacket, like Shorty just had a pile of shit like she was holding, and he just kept moving, and I was like, what is this, bruh? Like, this is not it. Like, then like, I remember I put my jacket on, I was ready to leave, and like, I went outside, and it seemed like she was comfortable. She was talking with the niggas that's like his bands or whatever, and I was like, you good? Like, because she was leaving with them, so I called my Uber, skirt my ass home. Boom, fast forward, she did not pay me back on the Tuesday. I wasn't pre-in it, I was working at the time. Not like I wasn't pre-in it, but like, I wasn't like, I'm not about to hit you and be like, yo, that's $60 from the which low-key, this is how I am now. This is what this video is about. As I said, the man that she was talking to is like somebody that's known. He hosts like parties and stuff, and she hits me, I want to say maybe like a month later, and she like, oh, no, this time it was hectic. She hit me like, Shorty don't FaceTime me, like she don't call me. I think we talked once or twice, but she, like, we not close enough where she just FaceTime me out of nowhere. She FaceTime me out of nowhere, bro. I think it's like a Thursday or a Friday, and she's like outside. I think it's like snowing. She got a jacket on. She's like, Bree, like, do you think you could do me a favor? And I'm like, you good? Like, what's wrong? Like, you alright? She like, yo, my account is overdraft, $100, something, and I'm trying to pick up Ashton's birthday present, because mind you, we all know Ashton's birthday is coming up, because this huge party is coming up that we all know about, that we all going to. She's like, yeah, I'm trying to pick up Ashton's birthday present right now, and some bill just had my account or whatever, like, you think you can send me $100, because whatever she said, I will pay you back on Monday, right? Don't be like me, people. Do not be like me. Because I'm a fucking idiot. But wait, it gets better, right? So I send her the money.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
I sent her the money. That was that situation. We went to the party. Once again, same situation where time go by. It's like, she got amnesia. I seen her after this. I talked to her after this. She don't remember, apparently, that she owed me money. That's cool. Whatever. I'm not making that much of a deal of it. But one day, I go on Instagram, bruh. I go on Instagram, and I see Shorty is in Vegas.
So,
My eyes are correct.
And I'm like, oh, like, I mean, it was kind of funny to me, right? So I go to my friend. Damn, I think my friend name was Katie, her name was Sarah. Whatever, but I go to my original friend name, whatever her name was. And I'm like, yo, sis. I'm like, yo, you see our good sis out in Vegas or whatever. You know she owe me $100. Why my sis gonna be like, yo, bro, she owe me $100 too?
What? What the fuck?
I fell out, y'all. I fell out. I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? And then, like, jokingly, I started getting to tell my friend, cause I'm like, bro, this is your friend. Like, what is going on here? How is this acceptable? My friend's just like, oh, bro, you know, like, trust me, I get it. People go through this shit, like, but like, how you gonna say you gonna pay me back and then just act like you got amnesia? You know what I'm trying to say? And to this day, like, I still see Shorty, you know, living her best life on Instagram. Like, she stay outside. She stay doing the damn thing. Her and the guy that she was talking to do not speak anymore. But it's also freaking crazy to me because had I known a lot of the details that I know now about that situation, I would never even contribute to a birthday present for this nigga. Talk about stuff, girl, why are you spending money on a nigga with a child?
It's none of my business.
I didn't know that. I didn't know this at the time. I did not know that she was trying to play stepmommy. But I was just being, you know, beyond being. And don't be me, because that was some fucking dickhead shit, and I still never got paid back, and I don't think I ever am, and yeah. That shit was wild. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment if something like this has ever happened to you. Comment what you would do in this situation. Tell me if, like, I'm wrong, if I'm tripping, like, if I'm bugging. And don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. You're a real one. Peace out.